What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Nirvana. Yes, indeed, Nirvana Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Andy, and Andy wanted to see me react to this song by Nirvana called Return of the Rat. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, yeah, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nirvana, shocking, and the video has 114,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Return of the Rat outtake. So this is not the final take that appeared on the album. This is whatever album that might have been. If it even did appear on an album, this may be an unreleased song. This is just an outtake. Okay, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'm going to have to treat this like it's the actual song, I guess. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Better watch out. You better beware. They're coming from all sides of the country. You better beware. Turn on the rat. Turn on the rat. Turn on the rat. No. Turn on the rat. Turn on the rat. Turn on the rat. No. Better confess. Well, I better confess. Started this mess and no, I seen him do it. We better confess. Turn on the rat. 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 No.
Yeah. I'm digging this. Yes. It's funny. Whenever I do a Nirvana reaction, and this is very typical, and I'm not mad about it. I'm just stating this as fact. Pretty much every reaction I've done to Nirvana, there's always at least one or two people that tell me that Nirvana is a punk band. You know, they often get lumped into the whole grunge thing because just timing. But they never aspired to be a grunge band. They were always considered themselves to be a punk band. When I hear songs like this, I see it. I get it. I absolutely understand their point of view on that. Songs like this and my favorite, Territorial Pissing, and there's been a few other songs I've done on the channel as well that really demonstrate and show that punk attitude and that punk style of songwriting. Root to minor 3 to minor 7. Root, minor 3, minor 7. Root, minor 3, minor 7. It's so simple. It really is. And it's so driving with that 8th note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's the driving force of punk. Straight ahead, no frills, no nonsense, not trying to be impressive from a songwriting perspective or from a instrumental execution standpoint, a musicianship standpoint, a vocal standpoint. They're not trying to impress anybody. They're just expressing what they're feeling within the song. That's all they care about. And exuding it, like especially in a live performance, exuding it in ways that the crowd can't help but see it, feel it, and experience it. And hopefully relate to it. I like it. I love songs like this from Nirvana. I really do. I'm curious. I know this is an outtake. 2 questions. 1, was this song, Return of the Rat, was this ever placed on any Nirvana album in a finalized take? 2, if it was, how similar is this outtake to what you hear on that album? How close is it? Are they at least in the same ballpark, or is it a complete retooling and reworking compared to what this is that ended up on the album? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually very curious to know if this song ever even appeared on an album, and if it did, the finished product, did it sound like this? Because I'm digging this. I really am. It's a short song too. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Well, you better watch out. You better beware. Coming from all sides of the country, you better beware. Turn the right, turn the right, turn the right, no. Turn the right, turn the right, turn the right, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ!
Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Fun tune. Nothing impressive about this song. Nothing at all. But fun to listen to, fun to bop to, without question. Another example of all the people in the comments who always seem to tell me, you know, Nirvana never meant to be a grunge band. They always considered themselves to be a punk band. Yeah, When I hear songs like this, I see it. I absolutely see it. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a short review. There's not a lot to talk about. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nirvana with an outtake, apparently, of Return of the Rat. This was a request from Andy. Okay, let's get to the score, and there's gonna need to be some explanation when it comes to this score, because I'm gonna give the score, and people are gonna make a lot of just knee-jerk assumptions when I give the score. But I promise you, folks, if you hear me out, the score is gonna make sense. Okay, I promise you. Let's start with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, just hold your horses, folks. Please, seriously, okay? Don't jump on me too early here. I'm gonna give that a 6.4. Yeah, 6.4. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.4. What does that mean? Listen carefully here, folks. Listen to me very carefully here, okay? It's not a bad score. A 6.4 would translate to a pretty good scale rating, okay? So looking at this song objectively, I feel this deserves that pretty good scale rating. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars, and it would also get a B- letter grade. Not a C-, not a D-, a B- letter grade. So there you go, a 6.4, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I need to make this very clear. I enjoyed this song. I really did. I had a lot of fun listening to this. The punk attitude that everybody talks about, the punk direction that everybody talks about in the comments whenever I do a Nirvana reaction, it was very obvious with this song. The songwriting style, the approach, the tempo, the tone, the direction, all screamed punk. Absolutely. This is a great example of what people are talking about when they tell me in the comments Nirvana was a punk band. They never tried to be a grunge band. They just happened to get lumped in with the movement, and that's really all there is to it. And hearing songs like this, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. You can see it, you can hear it, you can feel it with a song like this. The attitude, the angst, the energy, it was all there in the direction of the song, in the feel of the song. Simplistic songwriting, executed with that eighth note pattern, just constant eighth note pattern. Sometimes a little more staccato, sometimes a little more legato, but always with that eighth note pattern. Very typical of punk. Absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this. However, I have to put my personal feelings aside and look at the song objectively. Was the song impressively written? No, it wasn't. It was very simple, very easy to follow. Was there anything all that intricate about the song? Anything that screamed, pay attention to me? Anything that was trying to show me that it was outstandingly written or impressively written or mind-blowing? No. Again, very simple, very simplistic. Now, simple can be effective when it's done properly. Was this done properly? Yes, it absolutely was. That's why we're not down in the negatives. That's not why we're not down in the 4s or into the 3s. Remember, everybody starts at 5.0. And from 5.0, they can go up, they can go down. This went up all the way from 5.0 to 6.4. So let that sink in your brain for a minute and marinate. If it were up to me on a personal level, on a purely personal, subjective level, I'd be putting this somewhere up in the mid to high 7s, honestly. I enjoyed the heck out of this. I really did. But if I'm looking at the song objectively, I gotta stay real here, folks. I gotta stay true. And there was really nothing about the song that screamed impressive or intricate or amazing, other than the fact that they wrote a fine example of punk music. This is a great example of what you look for in a punk song. They absolutely pulled it off. Great. No problem there. But nothing that I would say is impressive. Did I enjoy it? You better believe I did. But like I've said on the channel before, I don't have to love a song to give it a good score, and I also don't have to hate a song to give it a lower score. I don't feel like, if I were to give this a score that I personally feel it deserves, then my objectivity for every other song on the channel is going to be called into question. And I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm just not. But believe me when I say this, folks, I enjoyed the song a lot more than that score says, okay? I know it's getting a pretty good score. I personally feel like this is a really good song, though, you know, when it comes to the feel and the energy and the attitude. But if I'm looking at this objectively from a technical standpoint, can you honestly say that this is a mind-blowing song? No, you can't. But that's okay. You know, not every score is going to be up in the 7s and 8s, but as long as we stay above a 5.0, we're in the positives. So, no, I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. I'm really hoping that people in the comments can answer those 2 questions for me, in case you missed it. Question number 1, I understand this is an outtake. Was there ever a final recording that was put on an album? And if there was, question number 2, how close does this outtake sound to that final product? I'd really like to know. I'm really curious. So in the comments, if you know, please let me know. Other than that, there's nothing else to say, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 6.4, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.